catching up with a legendary Jamaican singing sensation. She is Vivine Stevenson. You may know her as Tanya Stephens or simply Tanya. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm good.
You've been singing since the 1990s. You've been DJing since the 1990s. How did that come about?
Well, I came into music pretty much like every other Jamaican because, you know, music is a part of us. Music and Jamaican kids are like just one and the same. We have the rhythm, we beat the desk in a school, and, you know, I kind of like finished high school and felt like I needed a break from school.
Which is what, St. Mary?
St. Mary High School. And I wanted to take a break, and the break was music. I went out, I started out partying actually. Because we used to be this good nerd, and I feel like I think of my time now. Mother never agree, but me did think of my time for just relax and hit the party scene and stuff, and I ended up on the microphone, and it was all just in fun.
Ended up on the microphone where?
In a dance and them something there. Me go to people and they say, yo, lend me the mic. And I used to hang out with a bunch of other aspiring artists, and because they were the crew going to dance and I wanted to go to dance.
Like who?
We come from St. Mary, a whole heap of everybody want on DJ. I was the one girl in the crew, in every crew. And just a bunch of, most people were not even, when end up in a business. I don't think anybody ever part end up in a business. But, you know, it was just fun until somebody paid me. And then I was like, what? You can get paid to do this? I'm going to do it.
So when you would take the mic, what were the things you were saying?
I was singing whatever was popular in the day. You know, other people's songs, mostly like R&B, top 40 hits, mostly from the US. I tried to find something that could fit on a beat. I squeezed in 1 and 2 of my like a reworking of people's songs just because, like, hey, I want them to know I can write and make stuff, you know, but mostly it was cabaret style. Just putting popular songs on popular dancehall beats and busting the place. And you keep searching until you find that the one that make people move. Anything what people like, or that you have to sing, because you have to bust the place, or else them take by the mic.
Was the first song that you did that people liked, was it You Not Ready For This Yet?
Actually, I was recording with Barry O'Hare and Stephen Stewart on Ochi, and we did a whole album. From that came Big Things Are Going For You, and Man Me Love How Your Body Tan, and a bunch of songs which actually got me mildly popular in Jamaica. Kind of established, that's what established me. You Know, Ready For This Yet was much bigger, but the first songs that made me start doing shows and people know that Tanya Stephens exists was the Barry O'Hare Productions and Stephen Stewart, big them up there. Yeah.
With You Not Ready For This Yet, why did you write that one?
Well, actually, Dave Kelly was the one responsible for that. Dave Kelly sent and he said he wanted to record me, and I went and he played me this beat, Joyride. I couldn't make head or tail of the beat. It was just so different, and the count, I couldn't count because I was used to, well, just a different count. And the way the rhythm dropped, the way the instrumentation on it dropped, I could not write on it. And I said, I can't write on it. You have to write something for me. Which is funny because everybody kept telling me, oh, when you go to Dave don't let you do nothing. You know what you write, you know what. And when I went, he said he wanted my vibe. He wanted me to write, which was completely different from what people talked about him. And then when I asked him to write, he was like, but are your vibe more on it? All right, tell me what you say. Tell me what bother you right now. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you think. And we started talking, and I said, you know, I have a problem with Jamaican men. Always acting like them have this never-ending libido, you know, like them can go the whole night. That's not been my experience, meeting them in person. And, you know, everybody is this virile, this lion. puss. And him said, so you just said I'm not ready for this yet. Like, that's exactly what I would have said if I would have said it. And he wrote it, and we delivered it, and To be honest, big up Mr. Skelly, that was life-altering. In so many ways, because he's the first person to give me one royalty check. When him send call me and say, come for something, we have something for you. Him give me one Christmas present, one cologne. I never forgot. I can't buy a cologne, you know, but it was nice. It was a nice gesture. A cologne and one royalty check on me. I said, what? What is this? A check. For what? For performing the song. This is your performance royalty. I'm like, So all the other songs I performed. So I started going back to people and asking them, Dave Kelly did change my life in a big way, for real.
All right. So we'll move from that song, and it's interesting that you said you couldn't write on the rhythm.
Couldn't.
Because when we think Tanya Stephens, one of the things that we know is that you have a whole heap of things to say.
I have a lot of things to say all the time, but you know what people don't understand? That when you hear a Tanya Stephens song, that is at the end of probably 10 Tanya Stephens songs will never make it to the air, because I am my own worst critic. I don't put out nothing if it don't move me. If it don't move me, I don't expect it to move nobody else. So I kind of have a little, my little standard when me try to keep, you know, and I have to be better than the last thing I did. And if I can't write, I don't force it. I never force it. I don't care whose name. I'm not big on collabs, but it don't matter who name you call. If a Michael Jackson resurrect and come back and want a collaboration and me can write a good song, it not get done. Because me not compromise my standard for nothing at all. So Dave had to write it because nothing I was thinking was making sense on the beat. And plus I would have preferred him write it because then I wouldn't have this song. And it turned out pretty fine.
How do you write?
I write when I'm inspired. I love life because life is very inspiring, and I especially love the humans because they're such funny animals. I write, I don't have no particular way to write. I write whenever, however. I write on the barf bag in the airline. I write on napkins. Write in a novel. I write in the notes page in a novel. Anything I catch, I write on it when I feel something coming to me.
When you write, are you hearing the melody?
I write in 360 degrees, me write, because I hear melody, I see images. Usually when I write video treatments and everything. I don't make a lot of videos, but if I can see the song, I can sing the song. So everything when I write have full script treatment, everything.
What's your favorite Tanya Stephens song?
I do not have a favorite Tanya Stephens song. For every mood I have, there's another song that fits. And these are pieces of me. My songs are like diary pages. I change a lot of information to protect people's business, to protect myself, but they all have meaning to me in one way or another. They're very personal. So I can't pick up, it would be like picking a favorite child. And well, I can't pick a favorite child because I only have one picnic, but I don't suppose somebody with multiple children can pick one. And it's the same with the songs. I don't have a favorite song.
When you hear your songs, what are your thoughts?
Usually I'm very critical, you know. When I hear back a song, it means I've grown from that place I was when I recorded it, because every single second I spend I grow. And when I hear stuff, I hear the flaws, or things that I call flaws. I hear something that I could have written better, like the line could have made better sense. I hear one summary where I could have do and get more points in, you know, using less words. I hear maybe a better beat could have fit the song better. I hear maybe the melody could have changed a little bit less. So I hear a crack, I hear a little off key. I hear I don't like listening to me. It's painful.
It's Tanya Stephens sharing her journey here on eLive Unplugged. We take our first break. Now, as prolific as Tanya Stephens is, you do not want to miss what she shares with us next. Welcome back. It's eLive Unplugged on your entertainment choice, CVM Television. If you're just joining us, we're chatting with Little White Lie singer Tanya Stephens. Tanya, what led you to write that song?
Little White Lie is my take on what I grew up hearing people call a jacket. A picnic where a woman have what she knows. One man get her pregnant and she name another man as a father. And the story surrounding that is usually negative. It's usually negative, aimed at the mother and the child. And I think that's wrong. I just wanted to change the narrative. I wanted to present a different angle to look at it from. Because the important thing to me, as far as children are concerned, and as far as raising children are concerned, is getting them raised properly. They need father. And father is not somebody who donate the little swimmer. To me, that anybody can do that. Father is a man who raise a picnic, and I wanted to point out that circumstances sometimes make people do what them do, and the woman must be a bad person. You know, necessarily, I know everybody will do something different from you bad. You know, so I just wanted to present another argument. I think I did, because everybody I run me down tell me, say me give man jacket. You know, so
Was that the only reaction that you got to that song?
No, I got emotional responses from people who have told me that they are that baby or they have that baby. I also have, which I really love, I've had discussions with men who said they got a jacket and them proud of them jacket and them wear it like a full suit. I've had every kind of response. But me especially want to big up the man, I must say, yeah, she give me one jacket, but me love the picnic, because when me find out, say, I know my picnic, me already bonded with the child, and me now left. So I'm my child now, and no man. Me no business of who fertilize the egg, or no guy can step in on my picnic life. Those are the most touching.
There's another song on that album that resonates with so many women, the Disappointment song.
Which song that was? The skit.
Yes.
I think it's damn.
Where the brother never turned out quite like you had expected.
But we get a lot of those experiences as women. You know, men tend to oversell themselves. I don't know why they do it. Sometimes they oversell so much that they talk themselves out of whatever.
Is it the expectation that we put on them?
No. It's the expectation that they and their friends put on each other. Because when they sit talking, it's like a competition. It's a urinating contest, because each of them are trying to outdo the other with foolishness. A lot of the things that I hear men hyping over and bigging up, most women I know don't want it. And there have been many times in my life, especially when I was younger, more active, when I saw somebody and I liked him, and he talked himself out of that. Just chat too much. You know, like, you like the person and you hear them talking and you think, well, you have a brain for him. I'm all right. And then him come and start telling about him car and him house and the things that I really never did care about any of those things. And so, yeah, me make a lot of songs about stuff like that. Big up the man then, by the way, you don't give me enough royalties, me enough for no, but then I get a dime out of it. Fool.
If you were to guide a female coming into the industry, what are the things that you'd tell her?
I would tell her not to take too much guidance. Do it your own way. Honestly, Tanya Stephens did what Tanya Stephens did, and it worked for her because that's her. Everybody have their own unique personality and set of circumstances. So what works for me might not work for somebody else. I would tell her, definitely, don't go into the business being a female. Because gender really has no role in industry, in business at all. And gender has been used to marginalize us women, and we should be the last people to subscribe to it. Because a man will step to your bold face, the worst, lamest DJ. We step to my bold face and tell me, yo, my girl, you're bad for your girl, so what are you saying? You better than me? Get out of here. Just move from in front of me with your lame self. And this is how we play into, I think, patriarchy. By assuming this label, this gender, female. It is not a necessary prefix to any job except mothering and wifing. And if I'm not your mother or your wife, what we need the word female for? And even those terms, to me, you don't need to, if the child says, Mom, I don't need to be a female mother, do I? You know, it just, we need to cut out the label. Would I tell a girl, say, don't come in at this as a girl, come in at this as an artist, step stronger than any man, kick down the door them. And if I war, anything it take to make you boss. And I don't, when I say war, I mean not personal, we don't do beef. I mean gang the business. Write like you want a Pulitzer. Write like you know, say, people are going to hear it. And like you want them to listen to it in 25 years and 30 years and 40 years. Write like you want Marcia Griffith's catalog. You know? Write like you have respect for people's ears. And if you can't write, don't pretend to be a writer. Go get one. Because there are people in Jamaica who write well, who don't sing. And they are short of artists to bring forward their talent, because all of us take up mic feels that we can write. And most of we can write, you know. So now you need to know what your strengths are, what your talent is, and play upon that.
How do you know you're a good writer?
Well, people tell me I'm a good writer. I try not to listen to them. I don't listen when people tell me all the things that they do. I listen to the audience. I don't listen to the praises. I listen to the audience reaction. And that's what tells me that they like what I do. I don't come to writing songs from music. I come to writing songs from literature class. And this is something that I push to children a lot. Literature and language, don't take it for granted. Because they help you with every aspect of your life. Not just if you're going to music night, I know. Because some of our lodges, texting a kill with language. I mean, yeah, I think I can judge based on the reactions from the actual audience. And even then, I still don't tell myself that I'm at the peak of writing. I'm always in development, you know. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe me can write as good as other people say.
Tanya, as a woman right now in Jamaica, are you fearful? There's so many news stories coming out of women being killed by their male partners, just women being killed, stuffed in places, buried in places.
But right now we seem to be anti-women and children. And yes, that scares me. But what scares me more is our unwillingness to tackle the root of it. And it's funny because on the drive-in, I was talking about this with my companion. Women will say they want a man that's caring, loving, sensitive, emotions, not afraid for show, and treat we nice. But we raise sons who are not allowed to cry, who are not allowed to be emotional, who can't express themselves. So we are raising the men that we don't like, and we keep doing it. We tell our son that him a girl's man and him a come for the girl him. And we tell other people's daughters beside our sons, raise your daughter right, raise your daughter good for my son, just go and keep her for my son. So our sons grow up thinking they own us because we have told them that. So we're partially responsible for the predicament right now. And when we get in our conversations like these with women, them try to take back my stripe as a feminist. Because, of course, feminists, in this new loose way that we're using it, means women can never be wrong. It is very sad because this arrogance is actually digging a grave. See how the man them stay? Them a deal with we and we pick them atrocious. And how we raise them. Jamaica have mostly single parent homes with mostly women raising these sons. So who raised that man that way cut off people's head? Who make him feel like him have the right and the entitlement? Who give him the authority? If he said that woman can't left him or can't give him bun. Who make him so sensitive that him can't take it? Who make him skin so thin? How we see him on, you know? Because when them try to go into the kitchen and go wash a plate, we tell them, say them a mama man. They're not supposed to do that. Them grow up and can't, if them woman are menstruate, then can't go in a store and pick up a pack of napkin for her. Because them grow with some woman who tell them, say, if them go near that, them a mama man. We need to stop raising the man them we are earth with. We've been doing that for generations.
So we won't see a change until we change the next generation?
That it look like. It's very hard to change adults.
Jamaican female artiste extraordinaire Tanya Stephens. She's on eLive Unplugged this evening with us. We're taking our final break. What she says on the other side is riveting. Don't leave. Welcome back. It's eLive Unplugged, the final segment, and veteran dancehall and reggae singer, songwriter Tanya Stephens is sharing her views. Tanya, what are your thoughts on the crime situation plaguing our island home?
We keep acting like crime is something geographical. It's not. I know something classist neither. You can't class crime. It's a people thing, a human thing. We do it. So we have to re-socialize ourselves. We can't go around it, you know. We try every way and it fail. And me just sit down over here so laugh. Every time me talk, them tell me say me chat too much. But the fact is, I've never been proven wrong. I have never, not once, been proven wrong when we talk them things. The fact is, we have to start doing things different. We have to stop being excluded from the law and then expect the law to protect we. We have to, when you have somebody like the National Integrity Action, I said their name, agency, whatever, NIA. When you have them call a Tanya Stephens and say, Tanya Stephens, we'd like you to be a part of our campaign. We want to get rid of the silence. We want to tell people that it is okay to speak and we want to invite them to speak. When you see something, say it. It's a good campaign, I like it, I want to be a part of it. Of course, I come in. But then them see the whole of Jamaica turn over upon Tanya and all of them quiet. This was a teaching moment. This isn't about Tanya, you know. This is about our people and the changes that we want in our environment. So when you see this was an opportunity to say, this is what we're talking about, people. You shouldn't muzzle people. They should be able to speak freely. They should be able to say what their experiences are. If me say crime commit against me and me talk and the whole Jamaica turn over upon me, how you for then have a campaign, a push, I say, decriminalize talking? When your biggest example was stand up in front of you is the whole place that tell me to shut up. These are the things we do. We keep thinking we can get a different result from the same old madness, but it will never happen. Never. So we are going to have to change ourselves. It means that when we go in our bank, join the line. And when we say we, I literally mean we, because I go in my friend office too and go beg a blind. I make new friend begging a blind. But the fact is, if we want something different, we have to respect the man who is in the line for an hour. And wait him have business I go about too. And we have to go join the line like everybody else. Simple things like that, you know. Discipline, we don't have it. And how you all get crime-free country without discipline? Everybody will live here a criminal in one way or another. We broke the light. We broke the stop sign. We broke the speed limit. We broke everything we can think of. And then we end up with a broken country. And we think we can fix the brokenness by still being broken.
What is interesting is that when we travel to another country, we fall right in line right away.
Listen, the first time I go England, I in London, when I was younger, and I see Jamaican people. I know a Jamaican because I can hear them. He part a ton up. And I see them join line to go up on bus. I marvel. I turn up. I don't go up on bus. I turn up and watch them for a good hour. Just to watch them line up and go up on bus. And I say, isn't this something? We go to other people's countries. Me hear people go to Bermuda and come back and brag so you can name off of the road. While them dash for them garbage on 4th Street. And then we cuss about solid waste. And we cuss about parish council.
So what is it? Is it a lack of love for self? Lack of love for country?
It is a lack of love for self. I feel with this. It is to me, it's a disconnection where we faster and our people. We're disconnected. We tell the people, say, you know, for work and you know, stay with them, and say you go foreign. So this is not the end for them. You see, anytime we embrace this as free, nothing wrong with go foreign. But when you go foreign, that's when you're in a freedom place. Instead of thinking, this is a freedom place and I soon left it and go make somewhere else my home. Think, this is my home. I want my yard for clean. I depend one particular road show campaign sitting. And I back at the census bus, the Jamaica census people them. Dash out one bag of KFC garbage. I go through rural Jamaica. And I hang the hand and I drive them down. And I cuss the whole bus. And them look at me like, large. She miserable, me no miserable. Me honestly no miserable. Me love me yard. Hey, no matter what Jamaica do me, no, me never stop love my yard. And my personal yard. That's my born and growing up. Me don't have no franchise in nobody else's country. So me if you come in my vehicle, you notice in the dirty. While me up on the road the whole day, I'm full of garbage. Because all my garbage stays in my vehicle until me reach the proper receptacle for that shit way. And if me don't have no garbage truck come on me and I make it trek go dash my garbage in an appropriate place. Me not do nothing to mash up this. And that's how me try to invite people to do it, but them usually tell me I chat too much still, so me just work with it.
What is it that you expect of the Jamaican government? Anyone? Not Andrew, not Peter.
No, man, I expect the same thing from all of them. Well, first and foremost, I expect them to be a little bit more responsible in the conversations with them faster, the dialogue. I expect them, and I demand from them, to stop do that cheerleader thing here what them do. So when the PNP in, the GLP cost them for a thing. But then the PNP come out and the GLP come in, and the GLP defend the GLP doing the same thing when them then cost the PNP. For me, I have a problem with that.
Are you seeing any change?
Right now, I am seeing, well, apart from all of the things them where I get done physically, like the roads and stuff, which that is a sore point because everybody are over who for idea was where ideas mean nothing until they come to fruition. So in that I see a change. I'm looking forward to a much more efficient Kingston, because coming to Kingston is a pain for me. I am a country girl.
Me too.
I like being able to go about my business without this long hold up that I usually have to experience. I come to Kingston to do 5 things and I do 2 and I can't do no more. I go back home. I am looking forward to doing all 5. A little more efficiency. As far as the attitudes, I don't really see very much difference. To be honest, I see the same level of arrogance. And it's really disappointing to me because I thought I was about to witness something different. This is what I was sold on. And when you talk about it, interested to the millions there, yo, me don't understand the people. We don't have very many Jamaicans. We have PNP and JLP, we don't really have many Jamaicans. And I would hope that our politicians would mature enough to start foster Jamaican people, you know, and start investing in things like education and health. Because healthy people can make better road. Educated people are going to make better road. They will make better ways and more efficient ways. So road every time really no work for me, you know, because the road I'll mash up and you go back and make the road off, make it again, and then, you know, that is a loop. And it's a very frustrating loop. I want to see more investment in education, and that me I hope for. And when I say investment, I don't mean money, I mean brain.
Thank you so much, Tanya Stephens, putting a wrap to this edition of eLive Unplugged.